Hey Bead Geeks, my name is Kelly Dale and I'm owner of Off the Beaded Path in North Carolina, USA. We're going to continue on with our technique series. Last week I taught you how to do a beautiful flat netting bracelet that was absolutely gorgeous and it took no time at all to make. So this week, considering it is the first week of October when I'm doing this video and Christmas is not too far away, I wanted to teach you how to do a flat circular netting, which is going to come out of the book called Mastering Beadwork by Carol Cypher. The one pattern that we're going to be doing today is going to come on page 95 of the book. Now, we have been given permission by Carol to use these projects to do the technique series on. If you've missed any of our technique videos, be sure and check out those on YouTube by going back and looking. You can also check them out on our blog, which is offthebeadedpath.blogspot.com, or you can check out our website, offthebeadedpathbeadstore.com. Now, the book, Mastering Beadwork, can be purchased on our website, or you can purchase it by going to Carol's website, which is listed at the beginning of this video. So, what you're going to need today is you're going to need two colors of a size 11 seed bead. There's going to be color A and color B. You're going to need 30 4mm bicone crystals, and then you're going to need 1 gram of a size 8 seed bead. I'm going to use 1 yard of fire line threaded onto 1 needle. So whenever you're ready, we'll get started. So to get started, I'm going to pick up 1A and 1C 10 times. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I will check it one more time just to make sure I've got 10 because I have a horrible phobia. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Correct. And it says pass through the first A and pull into a ring. So I'm going to bring it down and leave myself a little bit of a tail. And I'm going to come back through the first A again, which is my seed bead, and pull. Now I'm going to continue around through all my beads until I get back to my tail, and then I'm going to tie my tail and my working thread together. And that's not something that the author says to do, but that's how I like to do mine, so that way I won't be having to deal with that pesky tail the whole time and worrying about this thing coming apart. And then I'll tie my tail and my working thread together in a couple of really good knots. Okay, and I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to go through that first A again so that I'll be exactly where I need to be to start the process. So step 2 is we're actually going to begin weaving the snowflake. So it tells me I'm going to pick up 2A, 1B, and 2A. And it says pass through the next A of the ring. So my thread is coming out here. So I'm going to come to that very next A, and I'm going to go right through it. So that's what we have thus far. And it says repeat for all 10 units. So we're going to go ahead and do that 9 more times. So 2A, 1B, and 2A, and I'm going to come through the next A in my circle. And when you get that pulled through, do that 8 more times. Once you've gone around the whole inner ring, adding your outer embellishments, then when you come through this very last B, which is really your very first, your very last A, which is really your very first A on the ring that you started with, you're going to step up by coming up through the 2 A's and 1 B that you added in that very first loop. Then, to start round 3, I picked up 1B, 2A, 1C, 2A, and 1B. And it says pass through the high B of the previous round. So I'm going to come to the next white one in my case, which would be this little third bead here. And I'm going to go straight through it. So that it leaves me with this. And it says repeat for all 10 units. Now I'm going to show you a little trick. And I know that because I'm showing this to you on video, it's probably not going to work, knowing my luck. But as you can see, I have an extra little white bead right here that I didn't mean to put there. So what I'm going to do, one trick that you can do is well, no I didn't. I thought I did. But one trick that you could do is you've had an extra one there, you could take your pair of fine flat nose pliers and you could grab a hold of it. Excuse me. And you could easily bust that bead. You just want to be careful and not depress it too hard. But just don't get that confused like I did, because it looks like I have two right there next to each other. So we're going to continue going around picking up 1B, 2A, 1C, 2A, and 1B. And I'm going to come around to the very next high B in my circle and go straight through it. And we're going to do that 8 more times. So once you've gone all the way around, this is what it should look like. Now, when I added my last loop here, I'm going to step up by going through the B, 2A, C, and 2A's. So I'm actually coming out kind of on the side here. Now, we're ready to start round 4. And round 4 says that we're going to pick up 1D, which is our size 8C bead, and pass through 2A. So I'm going to come to my next little sprig here, and I'm going to come right through those 2 A's, closest to that bicone. So what's going to happen when I do that is my size 8 seed bead is going to sit right in between. Then it tells me I'm going to pick up 5B and loop through pick up 5B and loop above the high C bead. Pass through the next 2A. Repeat for all 10 units. So I'm basically going to skip this C bead right here and come down through the 2 A's on the other side of it. So that when we go through and pull that, now our B's are on top of our bicone here. Now it says to repeat for the whole thing. So I'm going to pick up 1D, which is my size 8 seed bead, and I'm going to come through the 2A here on the next little spook. And then I'm going to pick up 5B, skip my C, and go down through the 2A here on the other side. And you're going to do this around the whole ornament. Okay, once you get done with step 4, this is what your snowflake ornament is going to look like. And when you add this last little loop of 5 beads, you'll go down through the 2A like you normally would. Then go to step up for the next row. You're going to go through the D, 2 A's, and then 3 of the 5 B's. So it's that middle B. And this time, you got a lot more beads to pick up. So you're going to pick up 7A. Then you're going to pick up 1C and 7A. And once you have those beads picked up, it says pass through the next high B in the previous round. So what that means is that I'm going to come right here in my next set of 5, and I'm going to go through bead number 3, which is that middle B. And I'm going to pull. So that now that's what I have. And we're going to go around the whole circle, adding the 7A, 1C, and 7A, and you'll go through the middle B of the next set of 5. When you finish round 5, this is what your snowflake will look like. As you can see, it got considerably larger. So it says to step up, when you do this last loop here, go through your B like you normally would for the step, then come up through the 7A of the very first little one that you started with here. Then you're ready to go to round 6. Now round 6, and this is basically like an embellishment. Round 6 says we're going to pick up 5B. We are going to loop over our C and down through the first 5A of the 7. So we're going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you're going to be leaving 2, here we go, 2 down at the bottom. So that's what you should have there. It says pick up 1D, which is our size 8 seed bead, and go up through the top 5A of the next loop. And you're going to continue to do this step around the whole ornament. Now, she says, Carol says that you can opt to finish the snowflake by weaving in the thread and cutting now, or you can continue weaving. For a larger snowflake, add more beads by repeating round 5 with additional A beads using 9 instead of 7. So right here where we did 7, you could do another row, but do 9 A's, 1 C, and 9 A's. It says repeat embellishment, weaving through 7A instead of 5. Consider adding even more rounds, finishing the piece by weaving the thread when the piece is as large as you like. So continue. I'm going to continue doing the 5 and then the 1D in place, and then I'll come back and show you what this looks like. When you get done with the last round, this is what your snowflake looks like. And I think it is absolutely beautiful. I'm very happy with the results of my snowflake, and it was so easy to make. If you want written directions for this snowflake, they can be found in the Mastering Beadwork book by Carol Cypher. And again, you can purchase this book by going to Carol's website, which is listed on the very front of this video. We hope to see you again next week for our next technique video from Carol's book. Hope you have a very blessed day.